Thank you to the members of the channel.
Yeah, dude, just much better. A nice out of puff Thomas from the 1990s. What is up? Today we are going to be doing another unboxing of some brand new Mattel merchandise. Today we have the Ruby Thomas, the garbage push-along line that people think is a real diecast line. And sorry to break it to you, it's not. It's some Mattel Mickey Mouse garbage attempt at making things cheaper and more dumbed down in their merchandise lines by just combining diecast and Trackmaster and not actually putting effort into having their own diecast line with their own track and destinations, etc., which Ertl and Take Along both did back in the day. So, another example of how modern day Thomas merchandise sucks. But let's get this open and get this review over with. Now, I will either return this Ruby Thomas for a full refund on Amazon, or I will set it up on my eBay for sale. And so no matter what, I will never, ever lose a cent by buying this garbage and reviewing it. I will only profit off of Mattel's new merchandise. It is not worth my time otherwise. So, taking this Thomas out of the packaging, here's the backside. Now, once again, a very lazy packaging job. Very lazy. All I see is garbage, gibberish, and words. We have a Thomas & Friends logo, and that's about the only positive about this packaging. Pretty bad, pretty piss poor. Now we take a look at the front, and oh geez, here we have the ugly, lazy, reused from All Engines Go, reused, not new, not original, mining cars, which you can't even tell they're from Sodor, by the way. Now, this is celebrating the 80th anniversary of Thomas & Friends, and apparently Mattel as well. So, hence the red packaging. They put more effort into this packaging than any other of their brand new products that I reviewed in my previous videos. So, it's still not that great, nothing special. I really don't know what this design is. So, I mean, the only difference is that it says Thomas has an 80th Mattel logo and that the packaging is red. So that's really the only difference. Here is the push along Thomas. So without further ado, let's take him out of the packaging. Now, if I do choose to return him, I will have to keep this packaging intact. So I will simply just do this, just snip the corner so I can just weasel Thomas out of the plastic, just like this. 200 IQ, easy Amazon return, full refund every time. You never lose a dime. So as I do this, you can see in the background that I do have a wooden railway circle set up just because Mattel was lazy and wanted to have these engines fit on every type of track. So he will fit on the wooden railway circuit, my circle. All right. So there we go. Just like an Ertl packaging, just lift the top up and then Thomas will come right out. So let's fix the camera here. See if this will work. There we go. I think we're good. Okay. So let's take out, this is the first time I have ever bought and opened a push-along piece of merchandise. I have never bought or seen a push-along in person. I don't have high expectations. I have really, really low expectations. So, as you can see, the box is perfectly intact. Don't need that. So, let's start out with the mining cars. These are terrible right off the bat. These are really bad. These are literally just reused from the All Engines Go line. It's just silver mining cars. You can't even tell they're from Sodor. If you just saw these randomly in a store, you can't even tell they're from Thomas & Friends. Yeah, there's nothing special about them. Nothing original about them. Nothing Sodor, nothing Thomas the Tank Engine. You could have given Thomas a red tanker. You could have given him a red troublesome truck with a face, with like a coal load that said Sodor on it, something, just something, Thomas the Tank Engine, something, the Island of Sodor, something you actually see in the show. You never saw these in the show. I don't think you ever saw these. And if you did, it was probably once or twice, and that's it. So these loads do not come out. So, it doesn't really matter anyway. It's not going to save the truck. Maybe they do come out and you just have to pull hard enough, but I don't really care enough to do that. So here are the boring, bland, pathetic mining cars. Just really bad. Now let's take a look at this push-along Thomas. And right off the bat, this is what I don't like. I don't like how wide it is. They just have to make it wide because it's some Trackmaster push-along garbage. They just have to make it so wide. Now, as you can see, we do not get painted buffers on the backside. We do not have a painted lamp either. They did paint the buffers on the front side, though. But there was a manufacturer error right here, as you can see, as the mold line through the middle of the front buffer beam goes through my buffers, and there's no black paint there. So that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, but I really don't like how wide this Thomas is. It's pretty jarring, to be honest with you. I've always hated the idea of push-alongs and how they looked. I've never liked them. Never thought they were good. The bottom is so wide. It's so bad. That is so bad. Taking a look at the face here, I do not like it. It's got bad printing. You can just see it right now. You can literally see the eyes are poorly printed. You can see how poorly printed they are. So the face is not good. It's just another baby CGI Thomas face, which is never good. CGI Thomas and Friends is not canon at all in my eyes, ever. Never has been, never will be. So the face is bad. Just more pathetic Mattel printing. Other than that, you can tell they tried more on this Thomas than they did with the Trackmaster Thomas. The Trackmaster Thomas is really bad. That is one of the worst Thomases I've ever seen in person. So this is a step up from Trackmaster Thomas, the 80th anniversary one. But that's like saying you're taking one step off the floor, the ground. The bar is set so low. Everyone's so starved for anything remotely even usable or something that even looks like the engines nowadays that fans will say anything is good, anything is amazing, just glazing, bare minimum effort from Mattel. The only thing that seeing this whistle painted makes you realize that they just straight up chose not to do it on the motorized Thomas. So I guess that's a good thing they painted the whistle. Other than that, it's just a normal die-cast Thomas. Face is pretty poor. Just some major inconsistencies. The Ruby running board, it goes along with the Mattel theme, with the packaging, the red. So, not really going to comment on that. It's meant to be Mattel. So, things I don't like. How wide Thomas is. I don't like the idea of push-along. Push-alongs are stupid. They're dumb. Pretty pointless. Buffer's unpainted. Lamp is unpainted. CGI face, poorly printed. As always, just Mattel being very lazy with their printing on their Thomas products. The body itself is a step up, but again, you're saying it's a step up from one of the worst releases ever by Mattel, the 80th anniversary motorized line. And it's also a step up from All Engines Go, which is not saying anything because it's All Engines Go. The biggest disgrace of media to ever hit the internet and TV. The side rods, I really don't like the color of the side rods. They have this very weird shade to them. You can kind of see, what is that color? So the side rods are not colored the best. I really don't like the shade of silver. I think they would have looked better if they were... they had a matte finish and not so shiny. So I guess the only props you can give this Thomas is just the blue body. Just this portion. Just the middle portion, his tanks, his cab, and his whistle. That's it. Other than that, it's too wide, unpainted buffers and lamp. Baby, toddler, crappy face, CGI Thomas face, not real Thomas the Tank Engine. Poorly printed too. Mattel's printing is a joke. Just says Thomas on the bottom, 2025 Mattel. Side rods, I really don't like the color. I mean, congratulations on making the wheels the same color. Congrats on that. But yeah, other than that, it's a push-along item. I don't want anything to do with push-along. Push-along sucks. It always has. I'd rather collect Ertl and take along, not this Mickey Mouse garbage. So for the sake of the video, I want to end the video because I'm already done with this terrible release. I don't want it anymore. I'm not going to touch this thing ever again. I will never buy another Mattel push-along except for the ones to review. And then I get rid of them immediately because I don't want this garbage in my collection. But for the sake of the video, let's put Thomas on the Wooden Railway circle. So, I mean, here it is, right? Here's the push-along Thomas, right? Because you get it, you push it along. There's the Thomas. There's the Thomas, everybody. Yeah, dude, just. Oh, and one more thing. Where are Thomas's front cab windows, and why does his funnel look like that? Nice job giving us front cab windows, Mattel. Just straight up leaving things out of this Thomas. Being lazy. Mattel made $5.4 billion last year, and they can't even paint the back buffers or the back lamp. Not to mention they can't even give us rolling stock that is actually from Sodor. This is an 80th anniversary 3-car pack, and you give us these two All Engines Go silver mining cars? They don't even look like they belong in the world of Thomas the Tank Engine, or even on a railway. What? No, thank you. Get that out of here. Oh, so much better. So much better. Much better. A nice out-of-puff Thomas from the 1990s. Has the wood funnel from the Thomas and Bertie's Great Race Adventure Pack. Not Adventure Pack. Story Pack. Thomas and Bertie's Great Race Story Pack from the late 90s. Wood funnel. Tired Out Expression. Exclusive. Also came with the 5-car value pack. Nothing on the bottom. Dated wheels, 1999. Just a basic Wooden Railway Thomas. Has the ledge, the round magnets. Very nice. Very simple. But anyways, we're going to continue to enjoy actual good Thomas and Friends merchandise and not that Mattel garbage. So, thanks for watching this review. Mattel, I will only profit off of your garbage. And that's the only purpose it serves for me. But thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.